Tonight at 5, a group of Jewish IU faculty and staff are speaking out about the ongoing demonstration underway at IU's Bloomington campus and at other college campuses all across the country. Thanks for joining us. I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan.
And I'm Scott Swan in tonight for Felicia. Our Emily Longnecker joins us tonight from Dunn Meadow, site of this demonstration at IU, with a look at the messages from both sides. Emily?
Well, this is a statement that has been signed on by 65 IU faculty and staff at both Bloomington and Indianapolis. And in it, they say that while they're committed to free speech, they believe that some of what's happening here in Dunn Meadow has crossed the line into harassment of Jewish students and anti-Semitism.
It's perfectly legitimate to criticize Israeli policies.
But that's not all that retired IU professor Leslie Lankowski and several dozen IU faculty and staff who signed a statement Monday believe is going on here at Dunn Meadow.
When students or others are calling for intifada, that's what they're calling for. They're calling for killing innocent civilians.
Dunn Meadow is where a few hundred students have been camped out since last Thursday, they say, in support of Palestinian statehood and an end to the war in Gaza. Students have also called for IU to cut ties with all companies and groups connected to Israel. In Monday's statement, Lankowski and others said they were, quote, concerned about the escalating rise of anti-Semitism and harassment of Jews besetting IU and other American campuses, pointing to as an examples some of the chants they say have come from protesters here. Chants Luke Haney, who is Jewish, has noticed.
When they chant from the river to the sea, that means the annihilation of Israel. That's what it's rooted from. The annihilation of the Jews in Israel.
Haney says he's not happy with what he sees at Dunn Meadow.
I do not feel unsafe, but I do feel hatred from the group.
But protesters here, some who themselves are Jewish, are pushing back on the claim that what they're saying and doing here is anti-Semitic.
It is not a call to kill all Jews, like many say. I wouldn't be supporting that, obviously, as a Jewish person. And yeah, it just means freedom, liberation, and equality for all.
It means freedom for the Palestinian people from the river to the sea. We have been here since the beginning, and any allegation that there's hate speech or anti-Semitism or any chants or sentiments regarding violence towards the Jews or any peoples in this encampment is an unacceptable smear.
But given Monday's letter from some of IU's faculty and staff, characterizations about what's happening in Dunn Meadow depend on who you ask. Now, we should point out that there have been faculty who have been part of these demonstrations here at Dunn Meadow. So far, 57 protesters have been arrested. IU police tell us they will be reviewing police body camera video to determine if any of these protesters were making threatening remarks as claimed by the faculty and staff in this statement. At IU, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
And we've seen similar protests at other colleges across the country for days now.
There's certainly been a lot of attention about the demonstrators at Columbia University in New York. That's where protesters occupied this building on campus overnight. This was in response to a decision by the university to start suspending students who refused to abandon their camp. Now, across the country, police have arrested about 1,200 demonstrators, even removing some of them by force. But some students are staying strong and refusing to leave their camps.
They're making demands, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza and for their schools to cut financial ties with Israel.
We are staying here. We are not leaving until our demands for disclosure and divestment.
Now, some of our country's leaders in Washington, D.C., like the Speaker of the House, are responding to the walkouts. The House Speaker is calling on university leaders to do more, saying they can, quote, not allow anti-Semitism to thrive on campus.
Today, President Biden said he respects the right to peaceful free expression, but the president went on to say forcibly taking over buildings is not peaceful. It's wrong.